80% of your time spent on painting for me is creating the proper painting. You know, not proper painting, that's the wrong thing, but with solving all the problems that I created in 5 minutes by throwing everything on the canvas. And once this is done, you have the greatest joy to finish your painting. Once you know where you're going, what you want to stay on the painting or what you want to add to the painting. When I start putting, you know, the true paint on my canvas, I work really hard at creating a three-dimensional image, and that takes time. I have to kind of model my shapes. I want them to be voluptuous sometimes. I want them to be thin sometimes, more flat, you know. So you have to create this illusion on a flat surface. You really want to create the illusion of three-dimensional forms. So this takes a little doing, and sometimes it's frustrating because it doesn't work the way you want. And you have to create a space that's believable, you know, two forms that have to be in the same space, or one in the back or one in the front. So you have to work with all the techniques that you learn in school and you apply there to create these illusions. I finally settled in a studio that was a pretty good size and allowed me to surround myself with a lot of things that I enjoy. Masks. I collect masks. When I work in my studio, which is a good size, but sometimes with my big paintings, I do not get enough space to step back and see the image in a more neutral setting. I mean, it's in the setting that's so ingrained in my eye that sometimes I lose track of what is really there. So what I do, I have a mirror that I can move around, and I look in the mirror, and as you know, it inverts the image, and believe me, you can things jump at you that you were not even aware of, and that gives me a way to correct certain things in my paintings easily, because they are so different that, you know, I can easily see what other people might see with a fresh eye. I create a mood also with music so that I'm happy painting and not frustrated, not too frustrated, because believe me, you get frustrated. And I also try to paint several paintings at the same time, because when you create an image, especially something visual, you have to rest your mind or your eyes to come back to it later and look at it a little more, you know, with a little more distance. Because I can paint for several hours on a painting, go out, come back an hour later and says, what was I thinking? You know, all of a sudden I see, what is this color? Or what is this? This does not work. I couldn't see it. So you have to rest your eye, and you have to get some distance between that image that you were working on.